single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
She ain't smoking one. No, she ain't smoking one.
Anyways, hey guys, Tony the SoySauceAssassin. Yeah, Nathan, seriously, don't mess around. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction just for that. You know, seriously, I like if you got, I don't know, I just don't like comment like that. But I'm telling you, I will block you. Okay. Hey, Mel. So on the other side, we have Albert, James. I thought Sherry was gonna be on, because
Well, she said she's getting ready for the live. That could mean that she's just watching. Like, she's just you know what
Okay.
I mean? I maybe there's probably wishful thinking that she would get on, but I sent her the link. She has the link.
Okay.
So
So yeah, in that case, if I look like this, it's because I don't know, my stomach doesn't feel so well. So, but yes, today we're gonna smoke that
you take it out.
the store the
Take it out.
custom blend Rojas, and hopefully this one doesn't.
Well, I sent it to her on Facebook. So,
Huh?
well, okay, she sees it now.
Okay. All right. So good. So yeah, I spent all day outside, and it was kind of nice because I didn't wear a mask while I was outside. So I was like, oh, nice. We walked to Boston Park and stuff like that. Went to some stores, bought some stuff, and yeah, and then I came back. I was so tired because I haven't walked this much for a long time. And it was a really hot day too. Today was like 76. It's a really hot day. So yeah, I was tired when I get back after I had a big gigantic meal. Like when I say meal, like I had a hamburger and I have like a beef dome, like entire bowl of beef dome, and yeah, and I have a lot of snack. It's just like I'm so hungry because I didn't eat anything during the day until 5 p.m. And
Now you're stuffed.
yeah, and then my stomach just doesn't feel well after I passed out for like an hour. So hopefully nothing goes wrong. If I ran upstairs, you know what happened.
Stub quakes.
All right, so cigar, small amount of shaggy food, I guess. Got my coin check on Discord. What coin check on Discord? What are you talking about? Let me see.
He did a picture of his coin check on Discord.
He did?
Hey, Shelly.
Sherry!
Hey,
Hey, Sherry.
I made it. Hey, James.
Right.
How you doing?
Yeah, you sound so excited when you say, "Hey, James."
I got mine. I was late.
Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Alfred.
Okay, so let's see this. What
She kept calling me Alfred. So
Oh,
I finally got her back. So she's Shelly now to me.
That typo I didn't notice.
But she always plays along with it, so it's fun.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Nathan, I'm telling you, one more smart ass comments, I will block you. Anyways, so I'm gonna smoke this. Cherry, why are you smoking today?
I'm smoking the leather rose.
Leather Rose.
Leather Rose.
Yeah.
What about
This one-
Albert? You're not
Brown
smoking?
sugar.
I'm doing a Rojas
That's the same one?
House Blend.
Is that the same thing?
It's not the same. I think it's a little different, but
Alright,
You know.
Let's light it up and give it a try. Okay. I don't see why I get blocked, because you keep making those comments as if you're drunk. I don't know. I can't tell. It's non-related and somewhat I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Nathan, you don't want to overcook the rabbit, man.
Okay. But yeah, let me bring everybody to the chat. Boom. And that way you guys can see where the voice came from. Not that you don't, but say
The rabbit's done, son? Wow. Yeah, so don't overcook it.
Boom. There we go. What's rabbit's done sound? What is I don't get it.
I told him not to overcook the rabbit. I mean, don't mess up a good thing, man.
You know, I just lit a fat button battery. Okay. So this is the last of the 4 that Albert sent me. And tastes like a little bit hay, a little bit earthiness.
Where do you buy the blanks from?
A little bit of habanos-ish thing and pepper. It actually just tastes like habano. Is this a habano?
Yes, Habano.
Yeah,
As I
tastes like Habano.
understand it, it is, yeah.
It tastes like a habano with a little bit of vanilla. Just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Actually, this is actually not bad. This is actually not bad. It's very habano with a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of what's that flavor?
Oh, I see it.
A sharp star anise. Sharp star anise with habano and pepper and a little bit of vanilla. So that's literally what this tastes like right now at this moment. You know, it's actually not bad. I mean, I don't taste anything bad right now. But then again, right now it's burning just the shage fruit, right? So it could change. It could change very quickly, very quickly. So
I thought it was a little bit lighter cigar than the Blue Bonnet, and you know.
It does taste. It tastes like something that it's much more acceptable thing, like everyday cigar level of flavor and strength.
Right.
Sherry, do you have like 3 cigars already today? I feel like I read like 3 or 4 posts from you today.
This is the 3rd one.
Yeah, I knew it. That's like I feel like 3.
Yeah, I had one with my coffee, then I had one after I went to lunch with my mom when we got back, and now this.
So my daughter wants to know if you're drinking boba tea.
Actually, this is herbal jelly. You see that big square?
That's cool.
It's like a jelly in there. So yeah, it could be a boba tea from other people's standard. They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go drink boba tea, and that will be inside that category, but it's actually not boba. Yeah.
Cool.
She's a drink person. She loves those kind of drinks. So
I actually work in a boba tea shop and went on the newspaper for making boba tea back in college years.
cool.
I was working late hours. I work close hours, so we close at midnight, and I was making bubble tea every day. Gotta make those money to pay for college using boba. But yeah, that store is gone now. It's sold to another company called Kung Fu Tea or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thank
they
you.
so before all these like different boba tea stores started, back in early 2000, 2002, 2004, my friend Morgan, he brought in a franchise from Asia called Lollipop, and that's he opened a store and he was like, it was expanding fast, like just Massachusetts, like five stores, and I was the one that's actually training those franchisees, because I was making some serious like drinks, and it was really funny because at the time they, because Tony, right, so they would call me bubble tea, like or big tea, I said, because I was the only one that's making those, and then the tea that I make for some reason is different than anybody else make with the same recipe. So there's a recipe that everybody follows to make the batch. So if I make the batch, even though it's follow the same recipe, it tastes different than anybody else. People can actually tell. Like they were walking, it's like, who made the tea today? I was like, oh,
Just
yeah,
because you put soy sauce in it, man.
Yeah, and just I make it the way I like to drink it, but people like it. So, and then that regional newspaper actually came over and interviewed us.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go make some boba.
All right.
And then you head out, okay?
All right.
So, I love that job because it's the best chick pickup job. Would you like a free boba tea? Yeah, there we go.
This chair here. Is that okay?
Yeah. What is it? Coffee, tea, or me?
Huh? A coffee tea or me? What? No. But yeah, and the thing is that when you're in that industry, right, the people in the kitchen is all male, and the people in the front is all female. So you see a lot of girl every day because a lot of the young pretty girl from college every day.
Is that cute, Sherry?
Very cute, very cute.
All right.
Pinch
It's not gonna last long. I'm pretty sure of that.
So, yeah, I remember that point of time, which we had a big issue afterward too, because one of the coworkers, a female, the rule of the work is that you should never date a coworker. All right.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but the owner Morgan was trying to date a girl that's in the store.
Yeah, you don't do that. That's a bad idea.
But that girl was dating another worker that was working in the kitchen with me. So there's a triangle going on. We're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's never a good idea.
Yeah, in the end, we all split. We went our way. I could open a bubble tea store, but it's too much work. It's a lot of work, and like every day you're just prepping all the drinks, and then when it's busy, the line it can go a whole block long. All the way from the store itself, all the way goes out to the park, all the way through the parking lot. And that's the line for these.
Sherry, have you ever had a boba tea?
No, I have not.
It's probably not something Sherry will want to drink because this thing's filled with sugar. I'm telling you.
Yeah, nope.
We
Can't do that no more.
Don't you have sugar-free boba tea?
It doesn't taste right. We put, the amount of sugar we put in this. We make a bucket of it, and we scoop the sugar with a giant scoop that you use to scoop ice with. And literally, I would say 40% in volume is all sugar.
All right, well, you run that.
And there's 3 different kinds of sugar in there. There's white sugar, light brown sugar, and dark brown sugar. And dark brown sugar by weight is like 1 to 2 compared to white sugar. If you feel like the dark brown sugar, they're heavier. They have more liquid. And the white sugar, they're just a lot lighter. They just fluff to go down, right? So you can imagine the amount of sugar. And then when you cook the boba, you soak the boba in caramel water.
So people like brown sugar.
So it's brown sugar, hot water, and honey. That's syrup. You put the boba in there. And then when they eat it, they scoop it out of it and put it in your tea, so even more sugar. This thing is why people gain so much weight. It doesn't make sense in like places like in the U.S. All right, because we don't exercise a lot. All right, you know, people they'll go to the mall, and even though they had to walk in the mall, they will complain how far they parked from the mall. All right.
No, that's a bad example, Tony. They go to the gym, they complain how far they have to park from the gym.
That's true. I'm trying to say because that's where they want to walk anyway, right?
Oh, the walkers. Yeah, the walkers.
Right. They will complain about how far they gotta walk, and they will just
mall walkers.
They want to park right at that handicap, like near as that handicap as they can, right? But they park very far. In Asia, getting anywhere, you're most likely walking. Because, well, number one, in Japan, you cannot own a car if the house that you live in does not have a designated parking for you. All right, so if I own an apartment or own a house, and this house did not get assigned a parking spot, I cannot go buy a car. I cannot even go buy a car.
Yeah, where you gonna put it?
Well, over here, you will buy a car because you have street parking. You have parking lot, whatever. Yeah. You can find a way to park, right? In Japan, you can't. Right? You need to bring over a proof of like a state that says that you have 1 or 2 designated parking spot. You cannot even say you can't even say I have a lawn, so I can just park my lawn. You can't even do that. It has to be a designated, declared parking spot. So most likely, you're walking to places. Most likely, you're walking to places. Now you gotta say, okay, Tony, what about taxi? I can just do taxi, right? Well, in Japan, taxi are not that easy to call. I mean, recently it got a little bit easier because you have apps. But only way to ride a taxi is to go to a taxi stop. Like you go to a bus stop, you gotta go to a taxi stop hoping that there's a taxi waiting there. So you can take the taxi. Majority of the time, if you just wave them down the street, they won't even come to you. So, you're walking. Everywhere you go, you're walking. Alright? In Taiwan, you're walking. If you gotta go eat something, you're walking to the place because there's no parking. At most, you get motorcycles, and motorcycle cannot go into those night market. You still have to walk. So, knowing that you're always gotta walk, this amount of sugar burns off in no time. It's really hot too. I mean, average temperature is like 110, so it's hot. It's hot. Like you'll walk for 2 seconds, and you'll find the first 7-Eleven you can find just so that you can go in there for AC. Anything with a door, it has AC in there. Who's got Facebook open so you can give Brian the link? Dodge Father? Oh, come on. Who did this? Who's Dodge Father? Come on. Who is Dodge Father? I can already tell you that out of the 4, I like the husband best. I like the husband best.
Sherry's my wife, Burnett.
He waved to me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he'll wave to you.
Famous.
So you like that? You like that one the best?
So what?
I'm glad you like at least one of them, Tony.
You know, I like
All of the
that
4.
Tony waved back. It makes me feel famous.
Yeah, she feels famous now.
She is famous.
You say I am famous?
She says he says you are famous. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been married to you for 29 years.
All right. So I'm glad you like one of them, Tony.
Well, I say out of the 4.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is actually not bad. This one is a lot more, to me, a lot more normal. To me, a lot more normal. We didn't get the Brian the code yet. I'll give him the code. All right, here we go. Ah, I hate that.
It's been a while since Brian been on.
So this one tastes normal to me. This one tastes like Habano, not too strong, and decent. And I actually like the flavor.
I sent him the code.
You did?
Yep.
All right.
That's like a $9 stick. Is what that is, price wise.
This is $9 stick.
Yeah.
It's a little. All right. I'll give you two. The $9 stick. I can see this is $9 stick. Yeah. $9 stick. $9 stick. Yeah, I can see how that's $9 stick. That's fine. I mean, $9 stick is fair. Oh my God! Why is
Well, I mean,
every time you like
it's-
show up, it's always pixelized in black and white for a little bit? Like you almost look like you're a zombie for like a few minutes.
It's the background.
I mean, I think it's probably priced upwards a little bit, you know, because it's a house blend, and you know they're obviously getting. That's where they're making a little bit of their money, but
I mean, my thing is about this being $9 is just that I feel like it's on the expensive side, but it is a Toro. So,
Yeah.
like, I can kind of justify it, right? But if you really think about it, I would say this is like a you know, $7.50, $8, but what's a dollar, you know? So $9, it's okay. So
it's one of those. If you like it, then you're gonna go back and get another one. If you don't, then there's other ones you can get for $9 that are, you know.
by the way, Sherry, my wife says she loves your watch, 100% leather.
That's right. That's right.
How do they make a watch out of leather?
Only Sherry owns one. I'm telling you. Only Sherry owns one. And I think someone posted says name two body that holds water, and the answer was well, damn. I don't know who posted that. I was driving, my wife was reading.
That's funny.
And all of a sudden she just say that. She's like, "Aha, I like this one." I was like, "Which one did you like?" She's like, "You probably read it, but somebody said what's the two body of structure that holds water?" And I was like, "Well, damn." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds like James or Albert, but it's probably
Yeah.
not, because they probably wouldn't post that. They would just tell me that."
It's Gary. It was Gary.
Okay.
What did the fish say when he swam into a wall?
What does the fish say when it swim to a wall?
Swam into the wall. Yeah. Damn.
Albert had the good damn jokes yesterday.
There's some good damn jokes too. I got some damn good jokes. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was driving. I heard that. I was like, what? Somebody actually posted a joke that my wife liked. Okay, fine. You know.
So why did the man fall into the well?
Oh, what?
Why did the man fall into the well?
Because he leaned over.
Because he couldn't see that well.
English.
A deep subject for a shallow mind.
English. I mean, seriously, if you can't see that well and want to walk and really fall into it, you shouldn't be outside.
Right.
You should just stay in that well.
Might be covered with leaves. It's an old well, just covered with the board and the leaves on top of it.
So here's the thing: you gotta walk around and you gotta see a pile of leaves that big and just gotta walk over it.
You're thinking of a well with, you know, a big old stone wall around it, but there were wells that were just earth level, you know, that were just a hole
Those are
in the
not
ground.
well. Those are hole.
Well,
Well,
if
they
the
were
hole has a
dug-
bunch
they
of
were
water in it, it's a well.
Dug wells. They were dug wells. They just didn't put a wall around it.
No, those are holes. You dug a hole. You put the thing structure. It's called well. So,
No.
And besides, you walk around and see a pile of leaves on water, and you just gotta go. You know what? I'm gonna try to step on it.
It's not a pile of leaves. It's just if it's ground level, the ground's covered with leaves, board underneath it. You know, it's. If you ever set any booby traps, then you should know that.
Right, but booby trap, you actually have to set it up. You know, if nature set that up and you can't see it, you're like that. You know, wow, completely flat, perfect level. It's like, you know, Rainbow Six level, and you just decide to, yeah, you deserve to stay in there, and you wouldn't fall in there because of water. You know, it's literally water, so you kind of float, right? I don't know. I mean, that's just a situation that I cannot see happen unless you're James.
I just read what Jason wrote. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that, man.
So
You really see me falling into a well?
because
Oh,
I
come on.
cannot see any other person will just go, hey, let's flat, but I'm gonna go see if I fall down.
My legs might fall into a well, but that's about where it's going to stop.
And you know, that's what I'm saying. I cannot see people fall down. They were like, you know, and
Yes, yeah,
who does? I haven't seen anybody who does who does a wow.
Dude, he's gonna
Call
say
it
you
a
did it
wow.
wrong twice.
Here we go. Boba
Is
tea.
that too much boba?
That actually look homemade, but yes, that's a lot of boba.
I love it.
By the way, if the boba gets hard, just go microwave it. It gets soft.
I like it extra chewy.
Okay, microwave it.
Put it in the microwave. Yeah.
Just don't burn yourself with it. But yeah, like I've never seen anybody say, you know what, we're gonna dig a well. It's our source of water. It's that important. So we just gotta leave it so the leaf goes on it.
Well, it was a source of water till it dried up, and so they, instead of filling it up, they just put a board over it.
Yeah, but then how do you fall in there if there's a bowl over it?
Well, because the board rots after a while, and you walk.
This is why I say I can only see James fall into it, because you need that much weight to go. And then, not to mention, you gotta go, hey, look, there's a rotten wood on top of our well that we knew there is because we live here, and we just gotta go step on it.
Only to understand that, I guess you have to think like a redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Okay. Oh my God, Lord. All right, enough of the wells, okay? We're not talking about wells until Brendan Wells comes here, or Michael Wells is on. We're not allowed to talk about the wells anymore. All right, move on.
Oh well.
Oh gosh.
All's well that ends well.
Damn.
I feel like I sent Sherry something else too. I can't remember. Sherry, how many packages did you get from me?
I just got the one with the, what is that, tea?
Uh-huh.
I just got that with the two taco.
I feel like there's something else I sent you. I just can't remember where it is. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah. Yay.
So Brian, how's the things?
Good, can't complain.
Why are you smoking
It's nice
today?
out today, really. EP Curio New Waver.
New Wave, okay. EP Curio. So yeah,
Yeah, today
that
today it
spot,
hit 80 in New York.
yeah, it's 70, 80s today. I was outside all day.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was so tired. I can't wait to go to that new cigar lounge in New York. I mean, that was the old one that got reopened, right? That was the one, right? Where like
Yeah,
they
it was a
opened
bar.
for like 20 years.
It was a bar that it was grandfathered to allow cigarettes, and then it got converted into a cigar lounge, and then it got rebranded to the Merchant Cigar Bar. So it's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, so I told my brother I'm gonna go there, see if he'll make it. If he makes it, he can come too. So we just had to figure out what time, because it looks like you had to book the seat before you get in there. Are they busy though?
Okay.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I haven't been there, but I mean, I've seen them post on their social media account on IG, and it looks like they've had a pretty decent crowd from what I could see. So
Yeah, because they actually say on their website say that they're busy. You have to book a seat. So we'll book a seat. Right now it looks like it'll be 4 of us, and well, if Joe is going, it'll be 5 of us. So I don't know. I just had
Yeah,
to
I'm
book
down for whatever time. I'm free that day, so whatever works.
Cool. I mean, that sounds bad. It sounds good at the same time. I'm free that day. I'm down for whatever time. I'm like, okay, let's do like 11 p.m.
Whatever, whatever works for you guys.
Yeah, it will work for me because I'll be out until like 1 a.m. or so when I hang out with my brother. But yeah, so today I went out. I walked all over the place, and then I just happened to walk by the watch store, and I ended up going there and tried to purchase a watch. And yeah, and then we're sitting over there, and my wife was like, right now would be a really good time to rob this place. Because on the table we have, plus my watch and my wife's watch, we have like $200,000 worth of watch on the table. Imagine somebody's break in, just grab the watch and run.
It's Josh Winfrey. What's up, Jack?
Josh, we have Sherry, but no Oprah today. Just as good though, I can tell you that.
You froze.
He's like, I can't believe there's no Oprah. I'm just gonna freeze.
Josh either froze or he's really good.
He's moving now. He's moving now.
Wait a minute, Sherry, can you do this every once in a while? So we'll think it's Oprah.
So yeah, he's still kind of frozen. Josh, once in a while you should really upgrade your router. By the way, yesterday I was talking about Verizon issue. I fixed it. Now I can finally toss out that Verizon router I hate so much. It's so much work. Like, I literally took about 2.5 hours just to try to figure out Verizon lines. It's like cables. Seriously, cables.
Yeah, I had a cable that was kind of messed up on the outside of my house, and they fixed that, and that fixed a lot of my problems.
Yeah, I was like, there was one more issue with the set-top box today I had, and early this morning, and while I think that I need them to reset it for me, but at the same time, I know how to hack those boxes to reset it. So I tried to call them and have them reset it. Literally, it took longer for them to pick up the phone than me fixing all of the set-top box, and I have 4. I ran through 4 complete resets before they even come to the phone. Literally, after I finished 4, I got to the point and says, yes, we value your time. If you would like us to give you a call back, please set up a callback schedule.
Yeah, that's minimum 10 minutes for every reset on the box.
Right? And I already finished all those, and that thing did give me, I said, you know what? I'm just going to get them to call me so I can bitch at them. So I tried to set up a time, and I set up a time. When it goes to the time where you set up a time, it says, I'm sorry, cannot understand your input. I put it again. I'm sorry, cannot even input. I put it again. Goodbye. So yeah,
I cut the cable a while back. I've just got FiOS internet and YouTube TV.
FiOS internet and YouTube TV. Is that even worth it? I mean, YouTube TV is like what, $40, $50?
Yeah, but if you're sharing it amongst like 3 people, then
I mean, okay. Yeah, if
I don't
you share it. Yeah.
I don't get any money from them. It's my parents and a buddy of mine. But
I know exactly what you mean. But
if you share the cost, it cuts down a lot,
Yeah, it does. I mean, like I can't remember the last time I really sit down and watch cable TV now. Now everything's on YouTube. You can literally watch at your thing. And Val, I would like to tell you that there's 2 things you shouldn't call a male. You cannot tell a guy says, hey, you're fast. That doesn't sound good. And you cannot tell a guys you can't.
Well, unless you're like a Olympic runner.
Yeah.
You're okay to do that.
Usually when you say you're fast,
that's fair game.
That makes the guy feel very 3 centimeter. But it's all good.
What's a centimeter?
Yeah. We're in US, right? How big is that? How that's
2.54
your
inches.
inch?
2.54 inches.
Oh gosh.
No, 2.54 centimeters for an inch. That's what it is.
Yeah, so it's about an inch. Why do we still use inch and feet here? Even though I actually like inch and feet. I actually think inch and feet are like easier to kind of relate than 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter.
Because it's the king's measurement.
Oh, Sherry, what do you prefer? You prefer feet, or you prefer metric, or
Not metric.
Don't ask a woman if she prefers feet
I mean,
or
I would
inches.
think Sherry prefers feet because she had to watch football and they go by yards. So
Yeah, I prefer yards.
Wow. Okay. If I'm weighing myself, I definitely do not like kilograms.
Exactly. I agree with that.
why? Kilogram sounds less.
No, no.
2.2 pound is 1 kilogram, so kilogram sounds less. So you're literally half the weight. A 200-pound person will be about 100 kilogram,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It was one of those is flip flop that or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you flipped it. It sounds like it's gotta sound double, but kilograms is actually half that. Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
It gives you a false sense of
And that's from a
skinniness.
math teacher, right? Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, Josh is back.
Nothing else
Am I
You're
good?
back. Say hi. Say hi.
What's up, guys?
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Did you pay your bill?
All right.
He's calling to pay the bill. Call and pay the bill. Call and pay the bill. Good. Yeah, I was gonna say, Josh, like today we didn't have Oprah, but we have Sherry. It's just as good.
Hey,
Hey,
Josh,
that's even better.
you're fast, man. You're fast.
What?
Sometimes we just go way overboard, but that's all good.
You fix that fast, Josh. That's all.
And
Oh
Josh,
God.
Sherry agreed every once in a while to do this, so you feel like it's open.
You get a cigar, and you get a cigar, and you get a cigar.
Wait, is she serious? I'm waiting for the cigars now.
Yeah, she said it.
You got to pay taxes on the cigars, though.
Yeah, you gotta pay tax on the cigars. You gotta pay tax and shipping, and additional fees. There we go. Oh,
there's
you
a
got
V.
V.
That was
Lancero.
so terrible. She gave everybody a car, and some people actually had to turn down the car because
Yeah,
they
'cause they
couldn't
have the
afford all
tax,
the
and they can't sell it.
The tax. Yeah.
They cannot sell it before they pay the tax, so it was a huge issue.
They say most of those prices on the Price is Right, nobody ever gets it because they don't have the money for the tax.
Yeah, because you cannot cash it. You cannot cash it. They used to be able to do that, where like when you win a prize, they will ask you if you want a cash value, which is significantly less, or the prize itself. And whatever you don't pick up, they use it again later on.
We see over here, you don't pay any taxes on prizes you win.
There's
Which is
really?
good. Yeah, really.
Canada as well. If you win the lotto up there, you get the whole lump sum. That's it.
Yeah.
No
If
tax.
you win the lottery here, you get the whole lump sum, the whole millions. You can't tax it at
That's
all.
because they don't have Uncle Sam there, Uncle Sam's one to
Yeah.
dip in everything. So, also yesterday I was trying to look up cigars, what can I buy. It's funny because Deadwood Leather Rose was on sale, and Sweet James was on sale, I think. Also, Monte Cristo was on sale. I don't know if anybody bought anything, but I was actually on the verge of it. But I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? If I didn't buy the cigar today, I can buy the pair of the Kobe Bryant shoes today, this morning. I did not win the lottery, so I didn't get it. And then my wife actually say, so is that shoes any good? Like, do you care for Kobe Bryant? I was like, I don't care for Kobe Bryant. I just want the shoes. So yeah, I ended up not getting that shoes, but we then went to another store where we found a different shoe that looked like very Egyptian. It has like the Egyptian name on it and stuff like that. And then she said, "Oh, you gotta get that." I walk out of the store. I was like, "No," because I don't even know. I don't like those people. Like the person that represented the shoes was LeBron James. I don't care if I just walk away. But Yeah, I feel
What
like
does
today I
it
didn't buy
Kobe's
anything.
look
Today, like my
like?
wife bought shoes and everything. I bought nothing but food, which is
Well, Kobe's stuff's been selling pretty crazy since yesterday because of the NBA Hall of Fame. You had
yeah, he
Kobe
got
go
into
in,
the
Tim
Hall of Fame.
Duncan, Kevin Garnett. Those guys went in yesterday. So
Do you get anything for being in the Hall of Fame? Nothing, right? Just the honor, right? You don't get like a prize or anything.
I don't know if they get a ring. Maybe they get a
Like a
commemorative ring. I don't
trophy,
know.
maybe, or something like that, or like a sign since you have in the Hall of Fame.
Maybe a
In the
plaque.
NFL, they
Yeah,
get a gold jacket.
Golf?
NFL, gold jacket.
Oh, okay, jacket. Okay. Yeah, I don't keep up with sport that much to know that. And I mean, when you say Kevin Garnett, I know him. That's why I know this that name. And we used to live in the same building actually, which was really funny because we would trick him into coming to a party that has nobody in it.
What in Connecticut?
No, so Kevin Garnett used to be in Celtics, and Celtics used to train at my wife's college, so Brandeis University gym, and we live in an apartment right next there where they live. So Paul Pierce and
Oh, and Massachusetts. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. I said
so they
Connecticut,
all
yeah.
live in that place. They all kind of individual move on a little bit, and I think what's his name? The point guard, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo. Yeah.
He lived there. His brother lived there too.
Oh,
So
so that's pretty cool. They were there when they had the championship
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
won the
yeah, yeah,
Celtics.
yeah.
Rondo, Ray Allen, Kevin
Rondo's
Garnett, Paul Pierce, all
wife
those
drives
guys.
a big like GNC, and then I think it has an Eastside Custom name on the back of the car. And yeah, and then a lot of time we'll throw a small party where like literally it'll be like 4 of us or 5 of us drinking in the demo room. There's a demo room that I used to show the customer because it's an apartment, right? We'll just hide inside the demo room and drink and the party, and then we'll grab one of the guys who's either their manager or coach or whatever, and they'll call them. They're like, yo, I think they call it like KG, yo KG, we got a party right here. You need to come down to room 101 right now. And he'll walk in, and there's just like 4 or 5 of us. It's like, oh, come on, man, you coming down for this? And they walk away. He's so tall, his head hits the door jamb, like the edge of the door. He's that tall.
That was a pretty big time for Massachusetts. I mean, you had the Celtics were good, the Bruins were good, obviously, Patriots, Red Sox. So that was a big time for Massachusetts.
And I don't know if I told you guys before. At that time, the big baby, I can't remember his name. He's
Glenn
like the
Davis.
only one could not get a room there. He's the only one cannot get an apartment in the place that we lived in, because his mom wanted a 3-bedroom. And there was a huge argument. We all stand there and listen to it. It was funny. Yeah, the mom's like, we need a 3-bedroom, baby. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like at that time, I was like, oh, now I know why they call him Big Baby. He's such a baby. Well, that was like the time where I watched basketball. Is because like it's like neighbors. I gotta watch the neighbor. I support the neighbor. So, and I was at the time, I was pretty good friend with their defensive coach. Yeah, and there was a few times where like, yo, Rajon, where's your coach? I don't know. He left late. That's like the few conversation I have with him.
Was Tom Thibodeau the defensive coach at the time?
No, I think he's a vice defense coach. His name is Philip. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
He did get fired after 2 years. But yeah. It is what it is. It was fun time though. It was good time. It was a good time. So now 1/3 of the way through, a little bit more than 1/3. A little bit more than 1/3. When I show you guys that doesn't that look like I'm trying to show you guys dog poop? It's like, here you go.
For sure.
Not a bad cigar. I mean, like I say, out of the 4, this one's the best one for me.
What are you smoking, Tony?
It's a house blend for the Roja.
Oh, okay.
This one is actually good. This one is actually normal to me, like tastes like a cigar to me. Not too much strength for me. I still feel like it's a medium plus, but it still it tastes very good. Right? This one, I think is probably the best all of them because number one, there's no bend on it, right? It's no show. You know, it's like really quiet about this, and then you smoke it. It tastes pretty good. It's Habano. You can tell it's a Habano right away. Not from the color. I think the color is actually in the darker side of a Habano. It's like only actually the darker side, right? So you smoke it, and you actually feel like, oh, you know, it's actually very. How do I say that? It's very standard book Habano. You smoke that, it's like, oh, that's actually not really bad. And the pepper is not too much either. There's some pepper there, right? The pepper is not too much. It's got that little bit of vanilla in there. It's like, oh, it kind of calms down that pepper a little bit. And then you get that sharp star anise flavor to it. And when I buy sharp, it's like, it's very fresh. It jumps in and then goes right out. Like it doesn't stay, it doesn't linger.
So you're gonna order a bundle of them, huh?
If I would, it would be a Robusto. It wouldn't be a Toro, so I don't know. But it tastes pretty good. It burns well. Again, all four cigars from Rojas, the wrappers are very silky. I almost feel powdery. I don't know if that means like they aged it well or what, but it feels pretty good. It feels very nice texture-wise. And this one is not as offensive of a cigar. And I feel like the statements are very offensive cigar. It's like very in your face, strength, bold. You know, the flavor is like very aggressive kind of cigar. This one is easy. I can imagine Sherry sit back with the special drink, a beautiful decorated drinks, and with a side of shot of Crown Royal peach on the side. And then she just lay back and smoke this. I can see that. But if you tell me like Sherry's gonna smoke a statement, I don't think so. I don't think she'll like it. I don't think she'll like it.
It's crazy that Crown Royal is a Canadian liquor, but so many people from the South drink Crown Royal though.
Because Crown Royal all have this sweet vanilla taste to it. All of them have.
But even before all the flavors, Crown Royal was big in the South. I know a lot of people in Georgia because my wife's down there. They're from Georgia, and so many people drank it down there.
I know why.
Yep.
I know why.
Why?
Because there's a soft drink called Royal Crown, and so they get them mixed up.
RC Cola.
The reverse.
No, I thought they're
going
it's just
for an RC Cola.
It's just how people down the South enjoy sweeter stuff, for a good drink. And I feel like it's easy drink. Number one, the presentation is pretty. You get a little bag, a little, it looks pretty.
Yeah, it is really nice.
And number two, it's not pricey. $20, you bring one home. Right? And number three, it's easy to drink. Vanilla, sweetness, and everything. I can see why it's popular, right? And then you have the city stock up, from the Massachusetts, New York, and stuff like that. If it's not over $50, we're not buying it.
But they have a special reserve Crown Royal that I think it's like $175, $180. It's supposed to be really good too.
The Black Reserve.
A special reserve.
Special reserve.
I don't know which one it is. Yeah, but it's some special reserve, and it's about $180, I think.
It's not.
They have it at
It's not $180.
They have it at Total Wine. I think it was $175 when I looked it up just to see how much it would cost.
I don't remember seeing the $100 one. Royal.
I remember looking it up at Total Wine. I think it was like $175.
Royal Crown Reserve. Royal Crown Reserve is $56. Let's go down to a special.
I'll try to find it.
Yeah, Royal Crown Special Reserve is $46.
Royal Crown is a cola, okay? We're talking about Crown Royal, right?
Oh yeah, Crown Royal. That's right. Crown Royal Special Reserve. I read it wrong. Yeah, Crown Royal Special Reserve. Yeah, yeah, $51. I don't remember ever seeing a Crown Royal over 75. And that would literally kill it. If you think about it. Go to like, oh yeah, I would like to get a Crown Royal at no, it's $150. I'm like, I would just get my scotch, thank you. Now the flavor changed a little bit. Albert, you need to send this to Matt because I just taste citrus. Halfway through, a little bit citrus flavor.
Is it 19?
Crown Royal XR.
Is it? I'm looking at a 1972 Seagram's Crown Royal for 248 euros. So
Crown Royal XR 149.
Crown Royal XR over here is $94.99.
Oh, it must be New York tax then, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's a $1.50.
Yeah, XR $94.99. Sold out though. Yeah, I can't remember seeing a Crown Royal over here over that over $100. I know most I've seen actually 75.
Whenever I see cigar prices and everybody's saying it's like $7, this and that, I always add another 10 because
yeah,
the New York tax, that's pushing like $17, $18.
Don't you love New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottle looks really cool for that XR.
Yeah, it is really nice. I can only imagine when the regular Crown Royal comes in that nice, what is it, suede, I guess? So the bag that it comes in.
Yep.
So I can only imagine what the XR comes with. Must be nice.
I think another soy bag. Why is it when I say soy, I hear soy in my ear?
Suede with like Swarovski crystals on it for the XR.
It's 140 euros over here.
Woo!
No, it's a suede blue bag. It's a suede.
That's something you get at duty free when you're when you're traveling somewhere.
They even sell Crown Royal slippers for XR collection, $55.
I could see you buying the XR and it came with that. Then it might be worth the price tag depending on how bad you want.
Yeah, it comes with it's just like a purplish, like a royal bluish bag, but it has a base. It's a box, so it has a base. You know how like the rest of it has like an open top box, you just get it out and there's nothing there other than the bag. This one has a base, and then has that dust bag because it's a solid box. It's like a here. Save image. Boom. And image 1. And right here. It has a base. It does look pretty good. I mean,
pretty cool.
If you have like one of those collection in like a cabinet, you put it in there. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Man, anybody with kids knows that if you get a bottle of Crown, those kids will put those bags to good use. Like
trick or treat.
my I think my son has 6 or 7 of them. Just, can I have that? Sure. What?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, every time you buy another bottle, you get a new one. So go at it. Yes. 2 days ago, I watched a documentary about how Toys R Us went out of business. Toys R Us went out of business.
I remember when they had the big one in Times Square that had the Ferris wheel in it. I mean, that place was crazy. It was really nice, but it was huge.
It was big. Yeah, it was. Really
Was it bigger than FAO Schwartz?
Speaking
Yeah, I
of
feel
big,
Yeah,
Schwartz.
it was bigger than that. Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking
I
of
feel
big,
Schwartz over by Central Park was really nice. My cousin used to work there, and they had. She ended up taking us into like a special, I don't know, back room where they had like Darth Vader pinball machine and a bunch of other like crazy cool toys, and it was nice.
Toy store
That's cool.
is good. I love to go to toy stores. I love to walk into a toy store. Even if I'm not buying anything, I like to walk around in it. But the toy store in the US is very different than toy store in Asia. Right? When you go to toy store in Asia, there's tables set up for card games. There's like a racetrack for like remote cars and stuff like that. They actually have employees over there teach you how to play and play with you. Right? But over here, I walk into like Toys R Us. Nobody cares what I'm looking for. I don't think I ever walk into Toys R Us. They were like, "Sir, may I help you? You know, what are you looking for? You know?" Or like have a kid going there and literally play with the toys. I have not seen that. It's just very different. It's like you go into the toy store, you better know what you're buying. You go to the section that you want, and if anything, the employee only knows to tell you where it is. Oh, you want Lego? It's section 2 over there. You know. But they don't really tell you what's fun about those toys.
Well, the
Because
big
there's
the big toys
17-year-old kids working there that hate it that they have to be there.
the
I
big
can
toy stores
imagine
like
a
in Times
grown man
Square.
walking around a toy store for no reason.
I mean, I walk into the one in Times Square, and they do greet you and stuff like that, but still, like they don't tell you what's so good about a certain toy.
James.
Well, the Times Square and the Rockefeller Center toy stores, like when they had the Nintendo store, the Lego store there, like those they had. I don't know. I thought people that knew about the products and would try to help you just to buy it, just to sell it because of the tourists and all that stuff.
I went to the Lego store; they were pretty helpful. I mean, at the Rockefeller Center, but the Nintendo Center, like the Super Mario Center, or the Nintendo one, it wasn't like they were so busy. Nobody cared about you. They're just busy, right? Yes, Albert.
All right, so if Tony goes, this is for James. If Tony goes into the toy store, no problem. But if you and I go into a toy store, then we're like pedophiles and shit. So
Somebody's calling the cops.
No, I mean, come on. If I walk in a toy store, I see Albert and James coming up, like, yeah, you buying toy for your grandkids? And
well,
when
if
you
we're
say
together,
no,
yeah. If we're together, yes.
You mean your
but no,
great-grandkids?
even alone,
If you're just a dude walking around the toy store, not really looking at the toys too much, just kind of
No, like if I see Albert or James by themselves walking the toy store, I'd be like, hey, sir, how you doing? Looking for something for your grandkid? And if they say no, I'd be call the cop.
Exactly.
But if they say yes, I'd like to help. It's like cigar, right? If you go to cigar store and nobody cares to tell you about the cigar, you don't really have that drive to want to buy something.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can tell, like, when someone walks into a cigar shop, you can tell if they came into the wrong place. It's like, no, the pipe place is around the corner. And then
No, we
you can
don't
also
sell rolling
brand
papers.
new. You can tell they're brand new as well. You can tell, like they walk in with this deer in the headlight stare.
I saw
I
a
do
blind
that.
guy walking.
I do that.
saw a
I walk
blind-
into the cigar store and they're like, "What's this guy looking for?"
No, you don't. No, you don't. You walk in like you know what you're doing.
Mm.
You can size people up pretty quick.
I
I
walk in
saw a
there.
blind.
I walk in there immediately. You'll see my disappointed
Never
face all the time. Unless I'm in Davidoff. I mean, Brian's seen me in Davidoff. Yeah, I just walk in there, whatever. But then that's the thing. If you ever been to a meet with me, you'll know I will go into that humidor like 10,000 times in the end just to select like 10 cigars. I'll keep walking there, walking out, walking there, walking out. And I will only buy if somebody was there to tell me what's good about the cigar. If no one was there to tell me about the cigar, I have to see if something interests me, right? So I'll be walking to like, for example, a Casa de Monte Cristo, right? I'll walk in there, and their humidor is that tiny. I walk in there, literally, I'll be like, I'm disappointed. Okay, but I'll look at it anyway. You also see my wife with a very judgmental face right behind me. It's like, wait, that's their humidor? Okay. because we have a lot of cigars at home. So she have seen like piles of cigars, right? But when she see a little tiny humidor that fits like 4 people in there, she go like, that's all they have.
Yeah, I think Martine's pissed off a lot of people at his store, man.
He goes in there, I don't like those.
No. He's like, he joined the live at 9:01, so he must have pissed a lot of people off at his store. He shut it down at 9.
Nah, I didn't work today.
Oh, you don't work today?
No.
I guess, you know, Martin is like superstardom, right? So he's like, I will choose when to work, right? I work until 8:55 today. I'm gonna go. So Martin, why are you smoking today?
I seen a guy walk into a store, a blind guy, you know, walk into a store with his dog and started swinging his dog around his head.
Hey, Michael, why are you smoking today?
Smoking the Upman you sent me.
Oh,
the limited edition Connecticut.
Hey,
I literally just got back from Vegas.
Welcome back.
James, what was he doing swinging his dog around?
Never mind, Tony don't want to know.
What? What? Swing what around?
Our dog.
A dog.
It's a James joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. I tried to get what that means. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martin looks like he's smoking a Liga of some sort.
Liga number 9.
Liga number 9, yeah. And
buddy.
just Sean left because there's no Oprah.
So, I got an excuse why I was late.
You got an excuse? What's the excuse?
I got an excuse for why I am late.
Oh, what's the excuse?
So, the first excuse, I got home from work and super fucking tired, and then I took a nap.
Okay, and second excuse is?
Second excuse, I had to wait to get on the live because my son was waiting to be picked up by his prom date, and the wife had given me instruction to take their prom photos before they leave, blah, blah, blah.
I'm okay with that. That's a good excuse. That's better the excuse than going to sleep.
Yeah, your first excuse is weak, dude. I got like 9 hours of sleep in like 4 days, and I just drove 400 miles and got home.
Yeah, like I'm okay with the it's prom, and that's important. That's important. So I give you that.
That's weak, Martin.
Shut up, Albert.
Sounds pretty weak
You
to
know,
me.
Michael, my wife has been questioning about our friendship for the past 3 days. It's funny as hell.
Why is that?
I was like, I was telling my wife like you went to TPE and then you got the cigar, and I showed her the, picture with Lewis holding, in the Lewis interview, and you saying that you're smoking that cigar. So my wife actually watched some of these live, so she's like, oh yeah, Michael is smoking that cigar. So she's asking me like, why is Michael in TPE and then Brendan's TPE and then you're here? Like, did you not get invited or something like that?
You're not a retailer?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can get you a pass. I mean, make it happen.
I told her this. I told her, like, if I was there, they'd probably drag me along. But I'm not there, And she's like, that's not an excuse. I thought you guys are friends. Like, every day, you post something or whatever. She'll walk by my room, my office. Like, I thought you guys are friends.
You're not a, it's retailers and manufacturers.
I told her that.
Yeah.
Toilet paper expo?
Yes, that's what it was.
PCA has a consumer day.
Wait,
no, I don't think they're not going to be
I don't think they're doing the consumer day right now.
We're not doing that this year?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That makes sense.
So yeah, she walked by this. It's cause last time, with Brendan, she's like, oh, you had a fight with Brendan again, and then she walked by and said, did you have a fight with Michael too? That's why.
It was a good time.
So, Michael, do you have anything you can tell us?
I spent a lot of money. That's what I can tell you.
Whose money?
At the bar or on cigars?
No, on cigars. I spent a lot of money. I did not spend any money at the bar, like $0.
He spent our future money.
But was it fun?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was. It was different for me. You know, I get to meet people. I got recognized a whole lot more than I anticipated, which is very strange to me,
Wow.
by a lot of people. It was very weird. Kind of a bug out. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I got to you get some business advice from some people, and other people that are full of themselves giving you advice that makes no sense. Yeah, it's a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
Got taken out to dinner a couple times. That was kind of cool.
This is why I end up asking you on your post, because my wife just keeps saying that. Like, you need to ask them to take you outside. You know, I don't like to go to anywhere that has crowds and lines.
Oh, there's no lines, man. TP, there's no fucking lines.
Right now,
There's a
there
lot
isn't.
of-
But if they had a consumer day, they probably would, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be terrible. It's fun though. It was. It was a good time. Didn't
Sounds
get
like
how much
fun
sleep. Brandon snores like a freaking freight train, but
Oh yeah, she asked me like, did you guys share a room? I was like,
Yes.
they most likely did, you know.
oh my god.
And she's like,
dude.
how do you know? I was like, well, because in the chat room, Brendan said he was naked. That's why Michael cannot be on the screen.
Yeah. Dude, he snores so loud.
Wow.
Did you take a recording of it?
No, what I told is I made sure I brought my noise canceling headphones because I know he snores, right? And he's all, it's bad. I said, it's either they're gonna work or I'm gonna suffocate you or and smother you with a pillow in your sleep, one or the other. He's all, that'll work.
I'll make sure I book a separate hotel when I get there.
Yeah. Well, everybody was staying at the Sahara. That's where they told everybody to book it, which was not the best. But their little bar, their bar that they have was pretty cool. And got to see all kinds of people there every night.
Why
so
did
it
they
was pretty
tell
awesome.
people to book in the same place then?
Because they just made a really better rate that way.
Oh, okay. I could get that, yeah.
So
But
I played taxi service for everybody. It was fun. Because I drove. So like I was taking all the EP Carrillo guys, and I'd be taking all the Espinosa guys, and then last night I was shuttling around Alec and Lewis, and it was a good time.
Because you don't drink much too, right? So you can drive.
No, I had a glass of wine with dinner last night, and Brandon's like, "You gonna be okay?" I was like, "We had heavy food. I'll be fine."
You're just having to practice your taxiing for September.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got to do it again in September. But yeah,
That's
since you're up on here, I was gonna talk about the project that I'm thinking that we should do it, because you say you did order one, right? These in black.
Yes.
Is the black in like matte black, or was that shining black?
I can't remember. I'll write offhand. We'll know when I get it.
Yeah, I was thinking we can get these and then paint it like they'll have the logo just one color, just gold on it,
That would be cool.
on the black one. Because this one I use a lot. You guys see me use this a lot. I do use this a lot. So this might be the next project.
Cool. Yeah. Those are awesome, and they're a great price.
Compared
So
to
they're
the oval one, and
Yeah.
like what's that, the fat Buddha?
The Goliath, yeah.
That one. I think this one holds on the hand better.
That one looks better. It functions better, in my opinion, and then it's like $35.
So here we go. Something to work on. So yeah.
I think the design is cool. It has an Art Deco looking design to it.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, so that is something you guys can look forward to as well. Lotus and Vertigo is going to be coming in.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yay. No, it's because I was getting all the invoices. Well, all my invoices yesterday. I was like, yay.
But you didn't bring any new brands, right? You just basically got good deals there.
I got some good deals, and I've got some price sheets and stuff from some people, and got some info on some other things that may be happening. So it'll be good.
Was that your dog?
No,
Okay.
that was my dog.
I was wondering if
watching
that's your
two
dog calling you
dogs.
out. It's like, don't just tell them those exciting stuff and don't tell them what that is.
I'm not at liberty to say because certain things are
Pulling a
not
Brendan?
certain things are not sealed yet, so I cannot. I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay, fine. Whose phone is that one?
Brian's.
Brian, you need to hide your vibrator.
Oh, he got a call. He had to leave.
Ah,
That's
here we
baby
go.
mama.
There we go.
Oh, I missed it. Why were you on yesterday?
Cause I gotta smoke this Xeno Nicaragua.
Yeah, I tried one when I was there.
What'd you think?
Nah.
Yeah, that's why. It's not a Xeno.
No, it's definitely not. It's it tastes like something that's about $6.
See, that's exactly what I say. The construction, the build, the decoration, the presentation is not a Xeno cigar. This should have been sold as a house blend without the band.
Damn.
Like, look, this is the one from yesterday. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Like, this entire thing had to be glued. But, you know,
I hate their packaging for that too. I think it looks really cheap.
Yep. Oh gosh, the boxes are terrible.
You know, it's a good smoked cigar for $6 as a house blend. It's great. But when you kind of want to put the Xeno tag on it, you expect more, right? Regardless what the price is. I mean, obviously the price is cheaper for the Xeno part of it. But you would think that even it's gonna be cheaper, you should still have the integrity of the brand to present the best you can, even if you're not gonna make a lot of money out of it. And that's what pissed me off because I'm expecting a Xeno, and I end up smoke a no. But the cigar itself smokes nicely. It smoked more like a Honduras cigar than a Nicaraguan cigar.
Yeah, it does.
And that's why I was okay with it because it tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good at a $6 point. Great, but put a Xeno on it. And I wonder if there's a debate between the two. Like Davidoff's like, I don't want to carry that, and Xeno's like, okay, we'll do something. You know? I feel like that would be the case. Like where they fight over, it's like which brand we want to put this cigar under. And Davidoff's like, I'm not gonna devalue my brand like that. You know?
I was talking to a guy. Actually, it was just made me think of that. I was talking because we were talking about Nat Sherman that one night.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to a guy that used to work for Nat Sherman. He now works for George Rico at Gran Habano.
Oh wow!
So I was talking to him, and he said that Davidoff bought that because they wanted the tobacco and the manufacturing that Nat Sherman had.
But what about that building?
They wanted that for the real estate.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't need a cigar. They just want everything else. They want the asset.
Well, he said they wanted the cigars for the manufacturing and all that to, of course, just expand portfolio-wise and the name recognition. But yeah, they wanted that for the real estate.
But they're not gonna produce Nat Sherman cigars, right? They just
they took and they bought it, and whoever else bought it from them is going to take over Nat Sherman. I can't remember who he told me it was.
So they bought.
Here, I could probably tell you.
So they bought the entire company and they sold the cigar brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. See, this is exactly what I think they would do, because like they just need the asset. They don't need anything else. They don't need the cigar. They don't need to make another a cigar brand that didn't do that well to be a competition to start with.
Right.
So why would they do that? That makes perfect sense to me. I mean, if I was their advisor, I would say the same thing. Buy the asset, keep the asset. The real estate is great. Right now, it's cheap. Buy them.
Yeah.
Mario Tego.
There we go.
Yeah, because I think the only few that you can recognize from Nat Sherman is probably like the Endless.
The Endless. Yeah, the Timeless and the Metropolitan.
Yeah, and nothing else is even considered as a competition to them. So, and plus they sell them, so they know how much they sold. I don't think there's any reason to carry another brand under their umbrella for that. And not knowing that was a failed brand, right? So it makes perfect sense. But yeah, I don't know. So that building, I cannot imagine they use that for their lounge. But you know, it would be easy to make that a lounge because that's already a lounge,
Right.
right? So there's not a lot of work that they have to do. But then majority of that building is displays and emptiness. You walk in there, 2 aisles of things, and then a small tiny humidor. I feel like if you walk into that humidor before, I can almost put money on it to say that humidor is the size of Matt's humidor. You
So
walk in there.
that building's boarded up, like almost like it's under renovation.
Well, if they gotta change everything, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't use majority of the places for display like how Nat Sherman did. Nat Sherman did majority display, and then you have this really tiny humidor room where if you put 3 or 4 people in there, it's cramped. And you can just walk one circle in 10 seconds. You can walk through the entire humidor in 10 seconds. That's how big it is. It's tiny. And then they have this private lounge on the top or something like that.
I think there's something downstairs too, if I'm not mistaken. From what I heard, I never been downstairs.
I never been to smoking their lounge because I think they cost like a membership fee or something like that.
Yeah, I think upstairs is their like back office and retail on the first floor, and then I heard the lounge is downstairs.
Yeah. So yeah, when I walk in there, I feel out of place. And I bought a cigar. When I go in there, I just feel like I'm in the wrong place. This is not the type of place I should be in. Turn around, dab it off. So, and it's like it's almost like in the middle of nowhere because it's in a small street. So it's not in the major street; it's a small street. What? What is terrible? All right, smoker, take a cigar, take a puff. This cigar's
Sherry's
actually
so
not
much
bad.
quieter when she's not in her tent.
Say what?
I said Sherry's so much quieter when she's not in her tent.
Yep.
And my
Sherry
neighbors
usually
are out,
listens.
so my neighbors are out on the porch. I don't want to scare them.
Hi, neighbors.
You know, Sherry usually is a good talker if she's the one that's doing the stream. She can talk an entire stream, right? So, you know, when she's on the show, she usually doesn't talk that much. So, you know. But yeah,
Sherry just needs a few more drinks. She'll start talking.
she said she already had 3 cigars today, so I would think that she already have 3 to 4 drinks already. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, some of them company guys get pretty rowdy. I'll tell you that.
Company guys?
From some of the cigar companies.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's what they're looking for, right? Every year, 3 days of vacation, like a big party kind of thing.
Well, at night, man, those guys were hustling. Everybody did so much freaking business. It was good.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a good thing, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure because last year they didn't have anything, right? So this year when they
Right.
have it, they have to make up for last year.
Mm-hmm.
They make up for last year. So yeah, I would think that they want to hustle, and I would think that everybody is there to buy. Like, you know, they literally was waiting for it.
Exactly. So I was watching this. I was watching Cigar Authority this morning on my way to work, on my way home from work. They were talking about that there was less people there, but there was 4% more in sales than there were last year. So that the people that were actually there were actually spending more money.
Wait, how can they
were there.
have 4% more sales than last year? Last year they didn't happen.
Well, the year before, whatever it was.
But 4% is not a lot. I would think it's like 20%.
But they had less people.
Right. The attendance was not as many people, but everybody there bought relatively well.
Yeah.
Nathan said, I heard Caldwell unveil a Fisher Price cigar.
So what?
Caldwell's also going to be doing a Cigars for Warriors exclusive in like July too.
Oh,
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
That reminds me.
I was having coffee with the Cigars for Warriors guy the other morning.
I need to send out that Cigar for Warrior package soon too. I was thinking that I will add something to it. I just don't know what I want to add. I'll probably just send it out as is.
Those little cigars.
I had a funny conversation with Eric Espinosa because I didn't know he used to work at UPS when he was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how I was on like was it Wednesday morning? I don't know what day it was. Maybe Wednesday morning. I don't know. But yeah,
Did you tell him
sitting
the
there
story?
having-
Did you tell him the story?
No, I told him what I told all you guys.
Oh, come on. Still too soon? Come on. It's not too soon anymore.
But Eric, I don't know if you've never heard that guy on like a interview or anything. That guy's something else.
Who, Eric
Everything.
Espinosa?
Yeah. Hey, bro. So it's like this, bro.
And he talks like that, raspy. Hey, bro.
Yeah. So take dude. When I used to work at fucking UPS, bro. And they don't care about you at all, bro. You just take your money, you run.
Unsolicited advice.
That was funny because like he asked me what I did, and I told him. He's like, "Oh, you worked there? Yeah, I used to work there. During the strike. In like in the '90s. Yeah. So that's how it is, bro. Everything's bro.
Smell those little tiny ones?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, little tiny ones.
That didn't sound good because all we hear is the little tiny ones.
Yep. Oh man. So,
Told off
Mike,
by
are
his
you
daughter.
having a party when you can do this full time and you can quit your day job?
Will I have a party? Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this big.
Wait, so if you quit that and they decide to open a lounge, I'll fly down.
Yeah.
I know I will. So just let me know when.
Yeah.
I will fly down. Hopefully not July, but
No. Well, that's something that I don't know. Luis Cuevas is like literally, as I said, I always say that, but he's like the nicest guy I've ever met, bar none.
well, I thought you met Louis many times already.
No, I'm saying just in general. Like I know I've said it, but like, if anybody hasn't met him, like he's legitimately just like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah,
And he's just so funny. He's telling everybody he's doing so well and blah blah blah, and I'm like, what? Thank you.
Like,
I appreciate
my
that.
little guy over here. He's doing so well.
This
Well,
is
'cause I was
why
talking-
Albert, I know you call it, but I don't think he will ever say, go get a life to anyone. I don't even think he will say it to his own son. Go get a life.
No, he wouldn't.
We should make that a joke that when we actually meet up with Lewis, that we make it a thing for him to literally say to Hashimoto, "Oh, get a life."
I'll tell him. I'll be like, hey, just say it to him. He'll be like, all right.
I don't know if you have the heart to. He'll be like, I don't know.
He'll apologize like 50 times after he does it.
Yeah.
No,
He'll
but
apologize in advance. He'll be like, what I'm about to say is gonna sound really bad, and I apologize. But
Yeah.
tell him he'll sell a box of cigars when he does.
I don't think he will do it to offend someone just to sell a box of cigar. I really don't think he would.
No.
But here, if you need someone to say that to Matt, I'm pretty sure Brendan will be more than happy to say it to Matt.
Oh, yeah. Because it'd be funny.
Brendan will do it for free.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Brendan will do it twice too.
Hey, Michael, you got enough for the class?
Pardon?
You bring
You got
food
enough
to
for
the
the class?
screen, you gotta share with everybody, man.
Oh. I've not eaten since last night.
What are you eating? Like pizza?
Yeah.
Pineapple?
No, this is a cheeseburger pizza.
This is what I don't
that
get. Why order a cheeseburger pizza when you can just get a cheeseburger?
Because my wife wanted pizza.
We
Okay,
call that hamburger pizza.
Good enough. Good enough. So yeah, any information on the shipping on that cigar from Casa Cueva? Because I can't wait. I want to smoke that.
They're trying to get a couple things expedited. I was privy to a conversation, but they're trying to get some things expedited. The outlook is probably end of June, early July.
That's not
Just because
too
of the
bad.
packaging.
That's not
Yeah. So no, and then I made sure I got a decent amount of it. So it'll be good.
decent. You sure? A decent amount.
Tony, I'm not lying when I said I spent a lot of money. Because I was sitting there and I was tallying it up, having a cigar with the VP of sales from EP Carrillo yesterday, and I was looking at my emails and I was like, doing the math. I was like, damn it. Oh well.
Oh well.
Well, I knew, but at the same time, you sit there and you just look at it, you're like, damn. It's a good thing, but damn.
They add up quick. They add up quick, don't they?
Especially when you do that stuff, because if they're offering some kind of deal or whatever, you want to get to X threshold of how many boxes, and oh my goodness, it adds up fast. It's cool though.
It's not bad. I mean, if you get a good deal, it's a good deal, right? So.
Hey, I bought more of certain things than some of the really big stores.
Now, I feel like
that was crazy. I
feel like that's the kind of event that allows you to compete with the bigger stores because everybody's getting the same discount at that point. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it does.
Give me one moment.
I gotta turn on the light. It's getting dark out here.
One moment, please.
Hold, please. All right, so I'm smoking this thing at 9. And this shit tastes like a Tootsie Roll that you had dropped in the dirt.
What?
Yeah.
A Tootsie Roll drop in the dirt?
Like, okay, like you imagine putting a Tootsie Roll in your mouth, chewing on it a little bit, you're chewing on it, and it falls in your mouth into the dirt. You pick it up, put it back in your mouth. That's what it tastes like.
Are you sure? Are you sure you picked up the Tootsie Roll?
Grainy or like dirt?
A grainy Tootsie Roll, almost like the taste of the minerality tastes like almost like a mixture of gunpowder and dirt.
Gunpowder.
Well, are you digging it?
No, I'm not.
Now here's the thing, I cannot even say Martin does bullshit because I have never tasted gunpowder.
I've smelled gunpowder.
Huh?
I've smelled gunpowder.
I've smelled gunpowder, but I've never tasted gunpowder.
Well, neither have I. But it's got a very the smell of the gunpowder mixed with dirt and a Tootsie Roll.
Because I'm not sure if you tried to say this cigar is dynamite.
No.
At least he didn't say it tastes like a baby Ruth floating in the swimming pool.
No, not a baby Ruth. No
so you're tasting. So you're saying sulfur, Martin. Martin, you're saying sulfur.
Sulfur, minerality.
So Martin, you got to pound that one out.
Covered. Sulfur minerality covered Tootsie Roll.
Are you pounding that or not?
No, dude, I'm only like in the first third.
I mean, from what you described, you should not continue. That's the thing.
I'm smoking it because I have like a Robusto sized cigar now.
Why you guys talk about that? I'll try to glue the rest of that, while I'm talking to you guys. Because I might just smoke this one too, because it's sitting over here and dying.
Hey, I did something a few times this week that I generally don't do. Is I set, well, of course, I was very courteous, took the band off, but I set some in the ashtray and let them die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it because the cigar was bad, or is it because you just really had enough?
No, because the cigar was bad.
Want to tell us which cigar that is?
I would not. I would not.
So how many cigars did you smoke per day in the event? Just in the event?
Like 7 or 8.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Sound like after show talk.
Well, every time I go somewhere, they're like, hey, Mike, you don't have a cigar. So we were trying to avoid the mask police the first couple days. So that was a way to avoid it. You have a cigar. So Mike, you don't have one. Here, grab one. Cool.
So if you don't have one on your hand, they will just shove you one, right? Because they want you to keep smoking.
Of course.
Yeah, it makes sense. You got to really try it to know whether or not that product is going to be well in your store or for your store. So.
Because mostly we're all looking out for each other because we don't want to get yelled at about masks.
Oh, right. That's right. That's right. But in the building, they still have that?
Yeah. Until yesterday.
Yeah, because they lift the ban, right? Now you can be
Yeah.
inside without it.
Yeah. So supposedly, the first day they didn't really enforce it.
No.
Um,
The second day they enforced
second
it
day,
hard.
they had these women who were walking around and had they were dressed up like police or some sort of like
They look like strippers, dude.
costume, whatever it was. And they would tell you to wear a mask if you didn't wear your mask. But they would like play around and say they're going to arrest you and blah blah blah. But they made it fun, from what my understanding was.
Where is
There
this?
was one guy. This is a TP. There's one guy that was super serious. I was walking around. I'm standing next to Alec Cuevas. We're BSing, and the guy that does their social media and stuff, and getting ready to go and use the restroom. He's like, "Hey, you need to have your mask around your chin. Once you pull that thing up after you take a puff of your cigar." I started laughing at him. I was like, "Are you nuts?" I'm serious. Okay, we'll see how that works out. And he walked away. So I can never bother us after that.
Yeah, because he knows that that authority doesn't go anywhere.
Well, they can throw you out. If there's something that you're supposed to comply with them, they could throw you out for it.
Yeah, but like literally everyone was having it off, so you got to throw everybody out.
Yeah, so we just made sure we're hanging out in booths.
Yeah, because if you're walking in the halls of the expo, they try to enforce it more.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb. But yeah, well, at least finally, CDC knows that it doesn't do anything. The mask protects the others, doesn't protect you. So, besides, if nobody walks in with COVID, you're not gonna have to worry about catching COVID. You can have the entire place closed down; it's still not gonna have any issues. So,
and most everybody there, manufacturer-wise, was vaccinated, so they could, because they wanted to make sure they had everything just in case, so they could fly and all that crap.
Yeah, so it's all good. I don't know. Some people are just a little bit too serious. I have the mask off today. Unless I go into the store. So I had it in my pocket. And before I go into the store, I put it on. Because, the mayor of Boston still decided to keep it. Even though CDC says, oh, no, it doesn't do anything. You don't have to do anything anymore. Yeah, they're like, oh, we just got to keep it just in case. Because we got 6 more deaths today.
Our city's the same way.
6 more deaths today. I was like, dude, 6? You know how many people die a day?
Yeah, no, here in Texas, you still have a lot of people who, as soon as they walk into a building, they'll put their mask on because it's normal. And even it's funny because even my family will be like, "Oh, I don't have a mask." I don't worry about it.
Hey, Daniel.
Anywhere outside of work, I don't wear a mask, and it's just, that's just me. But if people come up to me and say, "Hey, you need to wear a mask," I'll be like, "Okay, well, if you have a mask, I'll fucking wear it." But other than that, I ain't wearing one.
It's almost close to normal.
Now that I'm vaccinated, I don't wear my mask unless there's a specific sign that says mask required, and I don't want some 16-year-old kid to come up to me and be like, "Sir, you really need to put your mask on." So
I would love for a 16-year-old to come to me and say, "You need to have
anyways.
your mask on."
Dude, I've seen some people berate these kids and just yell at them over this mask stuff. I'm like, come on, man, that's a kid, dude. That could be your freaking daughter, man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no.
And I totally can understand that.
Josh, what I got from all that is that means you're coming in September.
I am coming in September.
All right.
Yeah, we've already booked our hotel. We got to book our flights. I think we're going to book
I gotta
them
book mine.
this week or next week.
Yeah, the flight you want to book soon before everybody's like, okay, everything's open, let's all fly, and then the tickets
let's go.
Yeah. I went by a church, and the church had a sign. Like, outside, where sometimes they put a message on there. They put, love your neighbor, have a mask on.
Oh, my God.
And I walked by, I was like, why don't they just put, love your neighbor, have some vaccination? If vaccination was the key, right? It's like, have some mask on. This cigar
Michael,
is
so
not bad. I actually got to the end of it. This is not bad. This is a lot better than the previous 3 I smoked. Right? Like, if all 4 was in front of me, I'll buy the taco for the box, and I'll buy these to smoke. Like, I'll buy that. I'll turn around, take those tacos, and sell them, so I have enough money to buy these. I think that's this. Yeah. This is
So
this.
the Habanos better. The fresh rolls or whatever they call them, house blends, are better than the name brand Bandit cigars.
Yeah, I think this is more of like a general consumption cigar, right? You taste what you expect to taste. The other one too strong, and too different for my taste. So it's not something that I can say, oh, I absolutely love it. You know, it's not for me. So I don't even see Sherry puffing on her cigar. Every time I look over, Sherry is the same position. There we go. You know, James hasn't moved for the last 30 minutes. So, yeah, this is a cigar that out of the four I can actually recommend. This is actually not bad.
James is not sleeping though.
Who's vibrator? Here we go. Yeah, I mean.
So what else did I miss this week? What happened?
Yeah, I basically smoked those. I smoked the Zeno. I smoked the two other Rojas, and that's pretty much it. Nothing really happened, other than planning, other than like the designer quit on me, other than what else? Things are not showing up yet. I'm still waiting for the humidors to show up. That hasn't shown up yet. What else? We got a few members that actually became a full member now.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have them contact you guys to get back to get on Facebook. I think only one.
He contacted me right when I got up this morning.
So I had that, and what else? What else happened? Not much happened other than those. I think, because everything is pending, right? I mean, what I'm looking forward to right now is New York trip, and then the Pennsylvania trip, and then it's gonna be the SSL meet. And I still feel like that we're ill prepared for the SSL meet. I mean, did you talk to Louis about the cigars?
Nope. You have no idea how busy those guys were.
Well, I can't imagine, but after
Well, then we're like, it's kind of hard when we're mingling with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean the right now we're May, almost May.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of get it's May 15th. So I wanted to get like a short answer by the time we, start selling the swag and stuff for it. That way people can start saving up for the rest of the 3 months they have.
All right, it's already going to be June, huh? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. By the way, if I didn't mention to you guys again, June 1st, audit. June 1st. You guys got 2 weeks.
We have an audit?
Oh, shit. I just realized my microphone was off.
So what?
I just realized my microphone was off.
What's
what
an
were you trying
audit?
to say?
No, I don't remember what I was saying.
Before you got a phone call, you were going to ask me something. I don't know what it was.
Oh, yeah. So how many thousands did you spend more than you intended to spend?
After show talk.
Oh, it's Louis's birthday today?
Wait, what?
Louis Senior.
Louis?
Yeah, it's his dad's birthday today. That's why they had all kinds of plans today.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but yes, happy birthday to Louis Senior.
Wow, today's my mother and my aunt's birthday.
Happy birthday to them! Awesome.
Were they twins?
Huh?
Was your mother and your aunt twins?
They are. Well, no shit. I mean, how odd would it be to have my mom and my aunt born in different years on the same day.
Right?
It's possible, man.
Yeah, I mean it's very unlikely, but yeah, it's possible.
Statistic. So anybody bought any? Okay, excluding Michael, because we know he bought shit on the cigar. All right. Who else bought some cigar that's not Rojas lately?
I bought. What did I buy? No, I bought some Rojas. Yeah, I bought some Rojas.
Get it. What about Josh? Josh, what'd you get?
I got a couple of the Padron 50th anniversaries.
Wow.
Haven't smoked any yet, but I've got some of those. I bought a couple of the feral pigs because I haven't had that one yet. And what else did I get? I bought a bunch of La Imperiosa.
Oh, nice. I know James bought the Brauhaus.
Bauhaus.
Oh, house.
So I know he bought that. Other than that, what else did you get, James?
I actually did buy one Bauhaus in this order, but that I didn't nobody know that. I bought some Condega Series S, a Bauhaus, and a AJ Fernandez Viva La Vida.
Now the
nice.
Bauhaus, is that gonna be a regular production for now, or is just a limited?
No, that's a totally limited production, and when they're gone, I think they're gone.
Yeah, we can smoke that together next weekend, next Saturday. I think everybody already
Cool.
got theirs. So I see people smoking already. I was like, you guys just couldn't wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one we gotta smoke next Saturday, and I would just make sure to smoke that one. It's got enough time to rest. I think that's good to smoke. So to give a fair assessment on that one, right? Yeah, I haven't seen any particular other than the Casa Cuevas news. I haven't seen any cigar that got me really excited. You know, like Michael, did you see anything that's particular, very exciting?
No, like actually not really. Not anything. Who had something coming out, but it still wasn't anything spectacular. It was a box press Maduro Candela barber pole.
What?
It wasn't. It's not like a bad cigar.
Was it Alec Bradley?
It was Oscar Vallardes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Like mine had a little bit of a dry issue, but it wasn't bad. It was actually kind of good. It was interesting. And then they make that. That's a company. Their first thing that they made was some flavored thing. Tobacco. They made like the fucking milk and honey or whatever the hell it is. But he's got some neat blends where he's using Candela for like the binder and stuff.
Candela is so thin, uses for binder.
Yeah.
That's
weird. It's a crazy cigar.
Hold on, you mentioned tobacco, but True State was not a TPE.
No, not Tobacco Especial. No, it's tobacco, whatever the hell it is. Something.
Oh, the tobacco.
Yeah.
What's
Tobacco cigars. Yeah, I talked to him.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Saka Squatch too, but
Cigars Daily carries the tobacco cigar company.
Yeah, I talked to Saka and that was fun.
You know, Saka will be very interesting person to talk to, but at the same time, I feel like it's not gonna be it will be a very one-sided conversation.
Yeah, I feel like Saka has a lot of good stories to tell, but he's not a very interesting person.
Everybody says he has a big head. When I hear him, I just hear low self-esteem.
No, he talks about himself as if he has low self-esteem, but he's really a cocky ass.
Yes.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement.
Very.
That's why I'm saying, like, I feel like I imagine a conversation with him, it's got to be very one-sided. You know?
Don't get me wrong. Like, you get him talking about his product, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, he does have the. Well, he's got the persona that everybody knows. Yep. That's how it is when you talk to him.
Yep.
I know that if I see him, the first thing, and if you want to talk about his product, I'll be like, so yeah, let's talk about those sweet caps.
So I mean, I'm very good at figuring people out just by watching interviews and conversations that they have with people, and I feel like Sokka is that type of person where he's kind of an asshole, but he makes himself feel as though he's no one. When I mean, what's the word I'm trying to say?
I think he's confident, but he's humble in a way. But then because he's so confident, the humble come out different.
I mean, he's not an asshole, but he comes off as being
Cadre.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's just
I
a
wouldn't use
grumpy
the
old
word
man.
self-centered, but I would think that he's very confident of himself, so that it's
He
in a
is.
way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he loves talking about himself and his stories.
But here's the
But-
thing, though. Every time somebody's talking to him, it's an interview, so he has to talk about his story, right? In a way.
I know, but like, I mean, if you were like, it's different though. Like, if you're like anybody in this chat, you talk to them and they feel like a normal person. I feel like some people they'll talk about themselves to make them feel like they're less of what they are.
Val says is arrogant. Arrogant is the word.
Not arrogant. He's
I
not
wouldn't
arrogant.
think he didn't sound arrogant. He just sound like
No.
the things comes out in the structure that, even though it's like Michael would be like, I'm the little guy, but obviously he didn't feel that way, kind of thing,
I'm nobody.
Steve Sokka doesn't come off as being arrogant. He comes off as being knowledgeable in what he does, but he kind of tries to degrade himself. He's like that person that tries to bring himself down to your level, but you're like, in your mind, you're like, okay, you're trying too hard to
Downplay
Grade
is
yourself.
important.
downplay yourself. Yeah, you're trying to downplay yourself and make yourself feel like you're a normal guy, but at the same time, you are. God, what's the word I'm looking for?
Come on, you
He's
can
trying
do
to.
this.
He's trying to humble himself.
Trying, but it's easy to see through.
Sarcastic in a way, but no, actually, it doesn't sound sarcastic to me.
Disingenuous.
I don't know. Like it's
The way he tries to humble his persona is very disingenuous.
Yeah.
When you talk to him, it is.
okay. I think I got the greatest way to explain it. Okay, if you've ever talked to somebody who is, I fucking lost the word. Goddamn whiskey. Okay, what? Okay, damn it. What's that word I'm looking for? When someone is so into themselves, like they're
Narcissistic or what?
Vain.
they're narcissistic. It's like a person you're talking to is narcissistic. They try to, and someone who is who tries to make themselves bond with others as if they were trying to. What is the fucking word? I don't know. I'll think about it later.
This is like watching one of his reviews right here.
All right, Martin. Here's a hard question for you. Okay, you gotta be very honest about this question. Okay, so since you say
No,
you're
I'm
really
very
good at telling people, tell people about me. Then, what do you think about me?
Tony is a very. Tony can be arrogant, but Tony tells you the truth. If you're not doing something, if you're doing something wrong, he'll tell you why, and give you his opinion. But he says it in a like he tries to give you all the facts. But he is also he's friendly in his approach. And genuinely looking out for you as a person, but he'll tell you what you're fucking doing wrong, and try to make you feel like try to broaden your horizon.
It's poignant. Tony's very poignant.
Poignant.
Yeah.
Yes, poignant.
I was gonna laugh if it's like, what would you say about Tony? He's very narcissistic.
No, no, Tony's not
No.
narcissistic.
No.
He's just very
No,
arrogant.
no.
Trust me, I met a guy.
But see, that's why we
okay,
love Tony.
I met two guys that were
Tony is very
narcissistic.
poignant.
Is it?
I do like when you have a difference of opinion. You will even Google to try and prove your point,
Oh yeah.
or
It's
be like, oh, that's
See, Tony
not
loves
right.
being right. Tony loves being right,
No,
and he will research.
the difference
research.
between, no, I think there's a difference between that because you guys think that I want to be right, but at the same time, I don't like to lie. So
Right.
the only way to not lie is to show that what I tell you is because I got some fact behind it.
Exactly, and I see that.
Because I hate people lying to me, and then I don't like to lie to people. So whenever like somebody's like, Tony's fault of it, I'm like, no, like there's a reason why I tell you this. I mean, I saw it somewhere. That's why I tell you that. Now, if I'm wrong at the end, okay, I'm wrong. But I would like to attempt to prove that I wasn't trying to, try
Tony
to give
will
you a
prove
false
his point.
false information.
Tony will prove his point with intelligence, research, and if he doesn't know something, he'll look it up. And if he's wrong, then he'll go back and say, okay, maybe I wasn't right. I'll look at it from your point of view, and then later I'll come back at you with more proof.
Yeah. James, like, I know exactly what that is like.
We love you, Tony. You're awesome, dude.
I just don't like to lie to people. It doesn't get anywhere. If you lie, you have to give more lies to cover that lie. And a lot of time, I'd rather just give you straight up what I feel and go from there, right?
There's no point in fucking lying.
Because a lot of people, I don't know. It's one of those things. Sometimes I feel like it's better if someone refuses to give me an answer than give me a lie. I don't like that. Like I rather say, Michael, for example, he doesn't want to give you a false story. He's just like, it's not the time. I don't want to give you that story. I can't tell you about it. Which I'm okay with that. I will still nag about it, but I'm okay with that. Better than Michael just make up a story and then just tell you just to give you over with. That I respect. I respect truth, right? Even if that's gonna end up in an argument, I'd rather have the truth, right?
Yeah. There are many times where our conversations on our after shows feel like they're becoming an argument, but you're really just trying to understand each other, and then you agree to disagree, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I like to have true conversations so that the next time, when you talk about it, it could be either something really funny or, something to make fun of. Like the conversation me and James have after show, sometimes it gets kind of heated, but now you think about it, it's kind of funny. Like if anybody mentioned it, it will be a funny story, right?
Yeah.
So I'd rather have that than, then one day somebody go like behind a conversation, it's like, Tony's full of shit, he's full of lies, and it's like, I'd rather not have that. So.
See, yeah, there's a difference between people arguing with each other and try to prove a point when they're lying or whatever, than actually feeling that what you are saying is true and backing it up.
It's a much better way to have a conversation, at least how I feel.
Right.
It. I mean, a lot of people hate it. Like I'm very straight, right? If I feel like you say something that I could not agree with, I tell you.
Yeah,
I tell
you're
you.
very blunt.
I would like, no, you're full of it. I would literally tell them that. I would literally say, here's the why, And a lot of time, my client hates that because I don't put word in a way where it's easy to listen to. They will give me a proposal. I was like, this proposal is shit. This is trash. And they were just like, did he really just call us shit and trash? Really?
Yeah.
Who hired this guy? It happens a lot.
Yeah, but that's what they pay you for in that case.
You would think that's the case, right? But a lot of time, when a company hires somebody, they are not looking for somebody to tell them the truth. They are looking for someone to agree to their agenda, right? Like
A yes man.
Yeah, like if I was to run a like if I wanted to do a project in a company, right? And then the manager says, you know what, let's get a third opinion. You'll want to hire someone that will follow your opinion, right? And a lot of time they'll hire and they're like, oh, they heard from this company, Tony does a good job, they end up profiting, whatever, and then they'll hire me. And when I go on and they warn them too, it's like, you're not gonna like the meetings. They tell them that, and I go to the meeting, and the first thing I say is, hi everybody, my name is Tony. I'm about to tell you my opinion on your plans, and you're not gonna like it. And they always go, yeah, we heard it from the guy that recommended you. We heard it. And then halfway through the meeting, you can see all their faces like, who hired this guy?
They're all pissed off.
We have a lot of like the Zoom meetings and the Microsoft team meeting kind of stuff, and you can see, in the meeting office, obviously they can't just walk out. But in the Zoom meeting, they will disconnect because they're so pissed off. One of those meetings will have like 20, 30 people, and you'll see just block just turned off, block just turned off, turned off. And then like some people will actually call it out, which is pretty funny because you would think there's something that you don't talk about, right? You wouldn't be like, did my team just disappear? And somebody like, yeah, he's pissed off. And then someone will be like, yeah, you forgot to mute your mic. Hey, Christopher, what's up?
Yeah, it's like that one fucking commercial I saw with Progressive Insurance, where someone who's looking over and talking shit about someone who's on the live chat, they're like, "Oh, hey, your mic is still on. Oh, you can mute this thing."
So now you guys have seen me smoking this thing because, like, this would be one cigar I wouldn't care if I didn't finish it, put it down, and walk away. At this moment, so this is the one that's cracked. I just kind of glued it to smoke it. But again, Davidoff, you owe me a cigar. This cigar is not what you promised on the box.
Wow.
Yeah, it is not. It is not from A to Z, no, rolled by a hand, consistent quality guaranteed. Yeah.
It probably is rolled by hand.
But it's not consistent quality guaranteed.
I mean, if they're all shitty construction, like the one you just smoked, I guess it's consistent.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Are they guaranteeing a shitty cigar? Is that what it is? I
Is it
guarantee all
consistent?
your cigar is gonna crack. No, I hope not. I hope not.
Are there any cigars that won't crack under certain conditions?
No, well, obviously it's a leaf. You can crack, but you wouldn't expect to just simply take it out and it's cracked. Right? It wasn't a human.
I've experienced that a lot.
Well, they don't tell you a guarantee on the sticker on the side of it. Right? They'll tell you it's man-made material. Sometimes things are bad, sometimes things are good. That's okay. But you gotta you gotta give me that Xeno quality, right?
It's in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's Connecticut.
Connecticut wrappers crack easily.
Hey,
you
Michael,
gotta say the word guarantee. You gotta kind of back it up. It's like Ash Queen. You get the cigar down to the knob, guaranteed, every time.
That's Michael.
What about me?
I said that was Michael bringing the cigar down to the nub, guaranteed.
Hey, man, that's what I said. That's what was very surprising to myself. A couple of those ones that I had, I was like, man, this is bad.
But when you have
That's cool.
A1 cigars, you can from cigar to cigar, you can really tell a cigar is bad. I mean,
You go to something smoking. Okay, because like the other day, that Patrimonio was actually the first one I had of the day because I want to make sure it was a nice, clean palate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had that. I got given another cigar by another brand, and I got about halfway through it, and I was like, "Wow, this is terrible." And then I got another one by that same brand a couple hours later, and I was like, "This isn't bad, but it's not good." And I took the band off and I set it down.
That's the
And
problem.
Lewis is like,
when you
Lewis is like, "Do you need a cigar?" I was like, "Yeah, that'd be cool. And give me something good." So
like the thing about that is like you go into a restaurant, you order the best thing they have on the menu, and everything below that you start to feel like it's bad. And if it's something that's bad to start with, it actually get even worse because you just had something that's really good. And you're kind of your expectation is pretty high if you have your first cigar is gonna be the one that you want to smoke. So that kind of kills it. That kind of kills it. You had to do the reverse. You gotta save the best for last, kind of thing.
Well, I did that because like I wanted to see what actual notes I was going to get out of that, and it was kind of a risky thing to do because it is full. It is a full cigar.
But did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, like the flavor is just on point, and it's not like anything that they have. And there's not really anything that I've had that I could even like really compare it to well, which is kind of cool.
Now tell us more about it so that kind of have an expectation before I smoke it.
Okay, so it's got a Corojo wrapper, right? It's got Nicaraguan, Pennsylvania, Peruvian, and Dominican in it, I believe. When you like right on the light up for the first half an inch or so, I got some floral to it. The strength started to pick up a little bit in the first third, and about halfway through, I got some really nice toasted peanut, just clear as day pronounced. Towards the end of the second third, it got a little more toasty, like kind of wood to it. Very little spice throughout, and it was it kind of mellowed out in the last third with the strength.
But you said it was fuller body?
Oh, it's full.
Because the way you explained it kind of reminds me of the Camacho Nicaragua.
Oh, this is better than that.
Oh, wow.
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
The Camacho Nicaragua is
I
pretty
smoke
good.
a lot of the Camachos, so I'll be able to tell whether or not that one's good.
Well, the strength is definitely there on it.
Now, can you describe that strength? Because there's some strength that kind of comes slow. Some strength comes like immediately.
It starts coming in right around the midpoint and tapers off in the last third.
So it got easier as you get.
Yeah.
Is this a Corojo wrapper grown in Dominican?
Oh my God, I can't remember because I wrote it down and I forgot where I put it because I asked Alec when I was talking to him. But it doesn't have a lot of, because with the way they blended them, and then this, they have a few iterations. This last iteration, they've gotten to sit a little bit and marry together. There's very little spice in it, which is not super common for a Corojo. Usually it's spicy and kind of like bitter. This one's actually a little bit sweeter.
But that's
a little bit of
the normal
sweetness to it.
Corojo, though. Because if it's
it's
hybrid, it'll be spicy.
Right, it's
But
a real
if it's
Corojo.
Real Corojo is supposed to be sweeter.
It's good.
Now, did you ask them the question, like, what did you screw up the first time that you had to change?
He said it was just the way they blended it, and each time they had to tweak it just because of the time it had to, you have to let them age and marry together. He said just in that aging time, they totally changed. He said so that's why it took them a few iterations, and this last one came out perfect how they wanted it.
But they still put the same blend in there?
They had to tweak a couple small things on the blend to get it right to that right point after it's set. And this one actually, it tastes like it'll age very well as well.
Okay.
Look forward to that. I need to smoke it. Ah!
So awesome. Because I was all, Alec's 22. I was all, Alec, buddy. He's all, what? I was all, I need to try it. Because I haven't yet. He's like, you haven't tried it yet? I thought I gave you one. I was like, no. He's like, oh, well, let's fix that. Well, thank you, sir.
So,
Alec, I haven't tried one either.
What was that, Martin? Of those? A lot.
Yes.
What's the question?
How many boxes of those did I buy?
The Palladium did you buy?
Of the Patrimonial? A lot.
Oh, Metromonio there.
A lot.
So, Christopher Daniel, you got on. I didn't even hear you. Like, what's going on, man?
His mic.
I'm just feeling myself right now. I was over here singing, man. I
Feeling
think
up
my
on
mic
yourself,
was off. I'm just enjoying myself right now, man.
That's good. So, what are you smoking today?
I'm smoking an Enclave, AJ Fernandez.
Okay.
I just
Nice.
took the bands off because I didn't feel like dealing with them once I got down here.
Dude, that was me
I saw it
taking
down
off
though.
that was me taking off the Espinosa bands because like
What
my hands all
what
messed
cigar
up.
were you guys just talking about that you just bought? Because I'm probably gonna put in an order soon on your site.
The new Casa Cuevas Patrimonio that they're launching, it's not gonna have it probably till about July because they're waiting on packaging to get done. But yeah, it's like it's a medium plus minimum, but it's
Oh.
good.
Yeah, because I just got a surprise check from the IRS for my son. All his back, the stimulus checks and stuff that we got.
Nice.
I never got one from my son, so it's burning a hole in my pocket. So I got to spend it before inflation makes it worth nothing.
Well, keep your eyes out soon. To be some promotions. So just hang on to it for like a little bit.
I got.
By the way, I did send all the sticker and stuff over to Michael, so you know when you
I got 'em.
place the order, get all those. Like obviously that's not gonna like attract Sherry because she just gets separate packages. But everybody else. I'm like, you know, I'm just thinking about that cigar right now every day. It's like, oh man, when can I get that? When can I get that? When can I get that? When can I get that?
I know. And that's why actually we were talking about the packaging and he's like, he asked me, he's like, what do you think of the packaging? I said, the banding is beautiful. I said, I understand why you guys went with the Reserva style box. He's all, oh my goodness. He says, you have no idea if we would have went with the wood boxes. He's all, this would have been set back even more.
Now, that's the thing though. If you gotta do some first edition with paper box and decide to change to wood box, I'm okay with that too.
No, I was actually talking to the guy that does all their graphic design and all that stuff, and we actually did talk about that, and he explained the reasoning behind the way they're doing it.
Which means?
So what it is he works with a lot of different companies, a lot of big companies, all that kind of stuff. He said that he said the process, the way they talk about it, the way they design it, is because they want to keep a certain amount of longevity and consistency within the branding and the packaging so that people become more familiar with it, but you also don't make it too extravagant to where people don't even want to touch it, grab it, or buy it. Because he said there's a lot of brands that he's worked with where they totally change all the packaging, and because they didn't take as much of his advice, because it's what he does for a living, their sales on that stuff dropped because they wanted to bring the packaging up to where it looked so, really eye-popping and all that stuff, but it also made it look too extravagant to where they didn't want to buy it because they're like, oh man, this looks like it's like a $30 cigar, and it's not.
Just put it out there. If you make it really extravagant, I'll buy extra boxes.
Well, you think about it, okay, like, and he was talking about, box count sizes, all that fun stuff too. But you look at, like, just say Perdomo was right across the aisle, and you look at Perdomo, their packaging is super extravagant, right? And for somebody that's, say, not as seasoned, a lot of times they won't even grab it; they'll just look at it. So they won't want to grab it, gravitate to it.
But Perdomo is also on the fresh pack too.
Well, I'm talking about the boxes. We're talking about box stuff, just because we're just using that as a reference because it's there. So there's a lot. There's a lot more thought that goes into it than you think, in a way. Because
It's really
I never
funny
heard that
because
side of
I never bought a box of Perdomo.
I have not either.
I have not bought a box of Perdomo yet, so
I don't plan to.
Yeah, no.
I think that the most box of cigar I've purchased aside from Davidoff is Casa Cueva.
It's not a bad thing.
Like I bought a lot of Davidoff, probably like, compared to the Casa Cueva, it's like 1 to 20 kind of thing. But Casa Cueva was like number 2 of all the boxes I purchased. Crazy. So that's why I prefer wood box. Just
Oh, I know. I love the wood boxes myself.
I mean, their core line boxes are beautiful. So.
So, Michael, did you get an interview with Hefwheel?
Negative. I was actually having coffee with Brooks and the guy that writes for Blind Man's Puff the other morning. We're just BSing about everything. Pretty cool. Well, because I'm up early, so like got my coffee and went down, sat at the bar where everybody hangs out, and was hanging out and talked to them. And
see, that's one of the things that I look forward to when I do venture out into like the cigar industry.
So you're coming next year, is what you're saying, right?
Shut up, listen. What I noticed was, for the short amount of time period that I was with the race team at my dealership, you would see the drivers, you would see the teams, and they were just all normal people that you would normally not speak to or see, but they're just normal people having conversations, and then you see their what do you call it, their stardom on the track or whatever, but just being able to have those conversations with them off of the track and outside of the race team, that's just what makes it really cool. So
it is.
you've been able to experience that with some of the guys. I can only imagine. It's like these guys are really truly humble. They're just normal people. You can have normal conversations with them. I think that'd be badass.
Dude, I had just drove into Vegas, dropped my bag up in the hotel room, and like change my shirt, go down to the bar where everybody was hanging out. And all of a sudden, I got people that come up behind me. Hey, Mike, how's it going? I had never met these people in my life. I don't know who the hell they are sometimes. It's like a brand owner. It's this and that. How's it going? Good to meet you. And I'm like, wow. That's awesome.
That's only like I can imagine my team going there. Everybody crowded over my team.
No, I mean I can see that with some of the people that I talk to, like people who have sent me boxes and stuff from companies. But I mean I really don't see myself being anywhere up there.
I'll put money on the bet. If me and my team go to TP next year together, I guarantee my team's gonna go have a lot of people going to that, and then people's gonna look at me and say, "Who's this Asian guy walking there?"
Oh no, I think everybody would know Tony.
No.
Tony has shit to say about everybody.
They're gonna see you and they're gonna go. They're gonna see you and go, "Oh, soy sauce for life."
If they do that and turn around and walk out.
I actually hung out with him for a little bit. Not for like a long time. No, he came up and he's like, "Hey man, how's it going? Good to meet you." Blah 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 blah. So, it's actually Ron Real. Like he came up behind me and like kind of because I was talking to I forgot who it was, but he came up behind me, Mike, what's going on, buddy? I'm, hey, good to meet you in person, all that kind of crap. So, but Mr. I got to meet Lee Mack. So,
how was your experience?
It was cool. Like he wasn't rude or anything like that. So it was cool. He's cool. No qualms.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people put a persona on their stardom.
Yeah, I can imagine going there. Everybody, when they see Martin, say, "Hey, Martin, have some cigar," right? And hey, Michael, have some cigar. 2 hands, okay? 2 hands, have some cigar. And then they see Tony, they're like, "Hey, Tony, have some cigar." By the way, Tony, okay over there. That's what's gonna happen. And then like my team will be like walking to the side, and they will see like some humidor company just carry entire humidor. Hey, Martin, there you go, take it home. Yeah, Martin, I think you have like 5 humidor, but here's one more.
I got a nice after show story about some wonderful conversation I got to have with some influencers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means it's 11:14. Let's go straight to
after
show. All right. Yeah. Anyways, I'm smoking this cigar anyway. We're just chit-chatting anyway. So now, 11:14. Next Wednesday, I haven't decided what to smoke yet. But next Saturday, let's smoke that Brauhaus. What did I call it? Brauhaus. Bauhaus. Yeah, we'll smoke that together. So, if you're watching this tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure majority of people is gonna watch this tomorrow, if not next week, then you can bring that to the show and smoke it. Let's all talk about this together, and if it's bad, we can all blame James together. If it's good, we can all praise James together. All right, so we'll do that next week. James is like, I'm not gonna be on.
It's like I hope it's really bad when everybody starts dogging on James.
Not going to be blaming me.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, we'll do that, and I'm gonna jump to the after show so I can listen to those